night of racing action through the World Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series and the Extreme Outlaw Weekend Series presented by...
Yeah, you can never underestimate Peevely. I mean, you get in a rhythm there and you get feeling really good, and we've been really fast there, but we've crashed there too, running up front, and you just got to be on it the whole time. Yeah, I feel like Peevely is just my style. Bank gets a little rough now, up on the wall. Just something always happening there. I feel like these last few races there, the track's been a little bit different, and just getting that figured out has been a little bit more of a struggle. You just got to keep up with it there. The guy on the pole got the lead, and Brad got under me going into one on the first lap and had some speed going. Trying to get Brad, I feel like I got under him one time before, and he was kind of squaring turn 1 and 2 up, and I got close to him one time, and I kind of got my momentum going, and was going to send it under him again, and kind of had to abort mission halfway through and spun it out. About normal. The way in the first gear.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there. I don't even know if I want to soften up yet or not.
Try it.
Yeah, let me know here. Because I don't know. I don't think we're that bad. I
feel like we're good. Did you see the mud that was in there?
I just don't know many guys that can go forward as much as Sheldon does from the back of the pack. He always seems to find a way to get that thing up through the pack and still be there. And he could run 9th. And it's one of the best races and hardest races I've ever seen him goddamn race. And there's nights we run 4th. I'm like, man, that looked easy. But it's the nights you run 8th, 9th. You're like, God damn, you worked your balls off for that.
Usually at the beginning of these races, you can make a lot of passes pretty quickly.
Sheldon Haudenschild on the move in the number 17. Sheldon is up to 8th, already from 19th.
Until you get to that top 10 even, then you got to think about your passes a little bit more.
Sheldon Haudenschild 8th from the 19th starting spot. The incredible 17 nearly caught the wall at the end of the back straightaway.
You get to that top 10, you kind of got to do it in segments with the guys that you're racing, and once you get to that 4th and 5th spot, they're usually up to speeds. That's when it gets tricky, and when you got to start thinking about how you're going to race these guys.
Shots back to 4th as they roll out of corner number 2, and Sheldon Haudenschild is gaining on all of them. Close enough to try it this time. Brad Sweet wins the Ironman 55. Carson Macedo 2nd, James McFadden 3rd, Donnie Schatz 4th, and Sheldon Haudenschild 19th to 5th.
Just getting through Peevely unscathed, ultimately having a good weekend at Peevely. We're happy with it. We ran our Knoxville car. We've been running our Knoxville car, but you don't want to have to be building a car on the week of Nationals.
We're talking big-time dirt track racing, and it does not get any bigger than this week, the Knoxville Nationals. I couldn't agree with you more. I think this year is going to be one of those years where somebody unexpected or somebody from the past just comes.
It's the intensity of the whole week, and obviously our car owners have a big stake in Knoxville. Our sponsors, the whole thing. My crew chief lives there. His whole family's there.
The 18 car went on the road, and we built it to race the Outlaws. And then at the end of 2019, they didn't want to race the Outlaws anymore. They wanted to go back home and kind of race. And Sheldon called and said there might be an opportunity there. So one thing led to another, and I just wanted to race the Outlaws, and that was my whole mentality growing up, is you work on these things and you want to be the best. So. So we knocked the panhard upright out of it at Jackson, so I cut that one out, and then I cut this one out of a bent car outside, and I'm going to re-weld this one in this car, and it's going to be good as new.
For me, he's a whole package that I'm grateful for, and I've learned a lot from. And just not a lot of people understand Ripper and kind of where he's came from and all the things that he's done. So for me, I look at that and a lot of it, I want to do good for him because he's sacrificed a lot, and he's a family man. For one, he's got a wife and 2 kids, and that right there ain't easy, just being gone 9 months out of the year and not getting home to see your kids is not easy, so.
Okay. I love you.
I would say when it was just me and my old lady, it was easy because you could leave and come home and everything was cool. But then it's harder because I've been gone all summer. So now it's like, man, I leave for 2 weeks and I come home and it's like big steps. Like there's a lot of transitions happen really quick at a young age. But my wife's a badass. She makes it really easy on me. But there's a lot of nights I lie in bed wondering what I'm doing, and you cry yourself to sleep going, if anything happens to me when I'm gone, they never know. Like, they don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
How long did you do that for?
10.
Dude, you gotta take the thing off. I'm surprised it didn't zap, but
I think it's hard for her at times, but I think deep down she gets it, at least. So she puts up with it in a sense, but hopefully she puts up with it forever. So, I don't want to fucking wind up cutting that house in half.
his dreams are my dreams. What he wants to do, I'm more than happy to be there right there with him.
Is it hard on the kids when you lose?
Yeah, more so Eli, especially when he's always asking me, is my daddy home? And no, he's not. And when's he coming home? And he doesn't really understand, like Sunday or, next month. So yeah, it's hard on him, and I just try to change the conversation, really.
So, I would say Nationals coming home. It's definitely nice to be home every single night in my own bed, sleeping with my family, taking a shower in my own shower. But at the end of the day, it's like you just got to be able to brush it off, too, and go on with the next. And, everybody wants to make this race. Everybody wants to win this race. It's just a fucking tough subject.
You look at the odds of rolling into this place. There's no race in the country that gets 100 cars plus. This race does.
Knoxville only comes around one time a year. The pressure it brings, I think, is you're just one slip up, you're one mistake away from killing your whole week.
16th, get the fucking jacket.
When you step foot on this place, you got to be on your A game. Obviously, you can't win the Knoxville Nationals on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, but you can damn sure lose it.
Just the intensity of the whole week, and the pay is what you go there for. $10,000 just to make the show. You're not going to find that anywhere in the country ever.
I think with all the NOS shit everywhere, Sheldon's face everywhere, I would say on his end he probably feels a little more pressure than normal.
know Jack?
That was
You
the
know
only
Jack?
person you wanted to meet last year was Jack.
That's cool.
Do you know who he is?
I like
Yeah.
your shirt. You know, I feel like there's a lot of outside noise at Knoxville that you can't really focus on. Just the whole pressure of the week and all the people that are there, the fans that are there. You know, every eye in motorsports is going to hear about Knoxville Nationals weeks. Your prelim night should be your easier night. It's only half the field, and but I think it was pretty obvious that our shit wasn't running, and there's only so much you can do when your engines don't run, and you know, you can't really make up for that at Knoxville.
It is at Knoxville Nationals, but at the end of the day, it's like you just got to be able to brush it off too and go on with the next.
You're now counting on running well on Friday. Now you've got a hole to dig up out of that is as deep is.
The deck's always stacked against you if you don't make it through that prelim night quite where you want. And know you have to race Friday against 75 guys. That field isn't just 75 slouches, it's 75 of the best guys in the country. You got to finish in that top 4 or, you know, you're buried for Saturday again.
Green flags in the air as they race into turn number 2, Rico.
You got to be on it. You got to be that guy gaining 2 or 3 spots.
Sheldon Haudenschild around the 14 of Corey Day. Sheldon into the final transfer spot down the back straightaway.
All right, game on. Let's try and get to 3rd, get a buffer here. I ran 4th that whole race and didn't have that buffer, and we had a few restarts there at the end and entered on the top of 1, and Brown slid both of us. I was able to turn down and get both of them to get to 3rd, so.
The FVP Hard Knocks Night in Knoxville goes to Rico Abreu. Kerry Madsen comes home 2nd, Sheldon Haudenschild 3rd, and Brian Brown getting the 4th and final transfer position.
Come on, folks, how about it for Sheldon Haudenschild? I'm going to be honest, I'm more relaxed now than I was before it.
Yeah, same here. Didn't want to see the restarts. Got past the 5 there once we got the lap traffic, and yellow came out right away.
We saw next level Sheldon Haudenschild last night as he locked himself into the A main, going to start in the 23rd spot. There's 3rd last night.
Man, it's always so stressful. This whole week's stressful, and you want to perform, and when your qualifying night don't go as planned, and to have to race on Friday stressful and have 75 cars, and you know, luckily we qualified good. I think we qualified 8th last night and won our heat, and you know, I wasn't sure how they lined them up or anything like that. You know, I was figuring I was going to line up 2nd, 3rd. Yeah, thank you.
How about it? Everyone for Sheldon Haudenschild. That is cool.
I've been in that position before at Knoxville, starting in the back, and you know, there's only one option, and get as many of these guys as we can.
Don't let the pressure be bigger than the pleasure.
You go out and race your ass off for 50 laps.
Got to keep working hard and fighting for this goddamn place. It's tricky.
The Knoxville Nationals, we're going to see madness.
And the 61st NOS Energy Drink Knoxville Nationals presented by Casey's is underway. Trouble on turn 1, car up Two cars upside
your
down.
mentality going through it, get through that first half. You know, I sat pretty idle for a while, kind of stuck in a spot where I didn't really want to be, and I made some good passes, but I got passed back there. So go from there and start your race, because you still have 25 laps to figure it out.
What do you think, Jack? I don't know what to do about that. I don't know how to fix that. Like, you weren't even that bad. You got through there and that caution came out. And then that last start, you got that on the bottom of Madman, got kind of pinched, and it kind of screwed it.
Yeah, I know.
Too.
I'm struggling on my restarts. I keep getting fucking past.
That one, you had a badass one, and then the next one, you kind of got too high, and it got you goofy, but...
Yeah, I know.
He turned a couple turns of weight.
Topped off.
He propped me up a little bit and got it to where I could run around on that berm.
You just got to put the pressure all behind you and just do my job and give Sheldon the best car I can.
And the green flag is displayed once again. Here's an opportunity for the NOS Energy drink number 17. Sheldon Haudenschild rides the cushion in turns 3 and 4. Sheldon Haudenschild gets a little closer to the Shark Racing 1S of Logan Schuchart. Sheldon Haudenschild on the move in the number 17. Sheldon is up to 8th already from 19th. What a charge Sheldon Haudenschild has put on so far.
You know, the first half I felt like I was just really struggling down there to make some clean laps, and he changed the car up and I was able to slow down a little bit and just make some really consistent laps.
Obviously, the last couple of years hasn't been the greatest results, but I feel like we're year 3 of this team and we're still building. So I feel like every time we come back, we're going to be better.